Actually, there were overall there were 3 drones, which one of them were hit by the air defense systems, but the 2 others hit Nashron Airport and one the school area, so which is exactly landed very close to the very close to the school, and overall there are 4 civilians injured. So no like heavy casualties in terms of no heavy casualties in terms of human, but this came. So honestly, this was kind of a matter of time, because whenever you have this widespread conflict in your neighboring country, so it's just a matter of time when a mistakenly missile or drone just will enter your airspace or will hit one of your border areas. So this is something common. As yesterday we witnessed a similar case with Turkey, when Iranian missile entered the Turkish airspace, but was downed by Turkish air forces, and then Iranian foreign ministry briefly explained that this was not from Iranian, that this was not Iranian missile, or this was some other issues. But in case with Azerbaijan, so President Ilham Aliyev also held a Security Council meeting in which he quite made harsh statements regarding Iran's behavior, because Azerbaijan, since the start of war, Azerbaijan kind of assisted some foreign citizens and some, for instance, some Iranian diplomats abroad out of humanitarian purposes, and that Azerbaijan did not take part in this war against Iran, so neither it let other countries to use its territory or airspace to attack Iran. But in this case, behavior of Iran is quite unfriendly move by sending drones toward Azerbaijani borders. So, of course, for now, Azerbaijan foreign minister and Iranian foreign minister, they had a phone conversation in which Abbas Araghchi, foreign minister, he also, of course, denied such allegations that Iran sent drones, saying that this was this was made on purpose by Israeli intelligence, that they used Iranian drones to send it to Azerbaijan in order to make relations between Azerbaijan and Iran more constrained. But of course, at this moment, we don't have any physical evidence of Israel or the United States using Iranian drones to penetrate into Azerbaijan airspace. Therefore, for now, Azerbaijan just brought its armed forces into combat readiness, including border service, including air forces, and of course land forces, because as Aliyev said that the country will not allow of similar action to be happened on its soil, and if they occur for some reason, so Azerbaijan will militarily retaliate in this case. We close the southern airspace with the Iran. With the Iran. Just to declare them non-fly zone. So if anything occurs in this airspace, so it will be it will down immediately by the air forces. No, because there's several quite strong reasons why such a ground assault will not happen, either from Azerbaijan territory or either from Turkish territory, because ground assault to Iran is nearly impossible. First of all, because of some geographical issues, because Iranian western borders are covered by Zagros Mountains, which makes ground assault or by the land forces is quite nearly impossible. Other sides, on the southern border, you have quite shallow, I would say, a shallow coastal area, which also makes impossible to kind of make a blitzkrieg in this coastal area, because it's quite open area and all Israeli or American soldiers could be easily targeted from this coastal area, so which is also impossible. And also, given the fact that Iran is a country of 90 million, so you can't just conduct a ground assault against a country of 90 million, which still bears at least some level of combat readiness with its armed forces, including that, unlike Iraq, like in 2 decades ago, there is no kind of a widespread chaos or anarchy in Iran right now. So because the regime still maintains control over the country, maintains control of the large urban areas, and people, surprisingly, people are not gathering together in a massive demonstrations against the regime, because these people seem to be more concerned with to survive. For me, scenarios will be that I personally expect this missile attacks from the U.S. and Israel or air raids to continue at least more than 10 days from now on, for 10 days. So, and also I suggest that maybe the best strategy for the U.S. and Israel is to force Iran to use all its missiles, so that it's just run out of stockpiles of missiles. Before the June war, approximately Iran used to have around 3,000 missiles. So considering that it used some of stockpiles in June, and given this 6 or 7 months of break, it will be impossible for Iran to refill the stockpiles of missiles in a very short time. And given that Iran, in this just 1 week, they can fired more than 1,000, around 1,000 missiles. So I think they just slowly but steadily running out of stockpiles. And after that, without stockpiles, of course, there will be some fleet of drones, Shahed drones and Arash drones, which can be used. But running out of stockpiles of missiles, it will make the region more vulnerable to attacks, to air raids, which maybe surprisingly will be culminated in Tehran accepting harsh conditions just to surrender or to give up its policy and make some concessions in exchange. But for now, as we see, Iran, of course, Iran is not going to. Iran is not optimistic about winning the war, because we're not even talking about winning the war. Well, if there will be no mass demonstrations like in January, even more wars in January, so if regime will maintain the control, so I will say that the regime will survive this, even at the expense, even at the harsh expense, even expense of more repressions, more persecutions of its ethnic minorities or quite public figures, like in January. Well, because with this current prospects, it doesn't seem like the regime is about to go, because the regime still, as I said, maintains the control of the large part of countries, except this Iranian Kurdistan area where some Kurdish militia tries to I don't know, to arrange some revolt or so, but today Iraqi Kurdistan also said that they will not involve in this process, because they have nothing to do with Iranian Kurdish militia, so they are not involved in the process. So if that's so, and also considering Turkish factor, because which Turkey doesn't really want another failed state in its neighborhood, because a failed Iran with quite significant ethnic minorities like Baluchs, I don't know, some ethnic Azeris and ethnic Kurds and others. So that will be quite a disaster for Turkey. So just Turkey tries to make the process more smooth out of its own national interests. Therefore, I don't think that with this current prospects the regime will be down. Otherwise, the just regime will be weakened under harsh conditions, but not fully demolished or not fully abolished. Because this Aliyev also mentioned that Azerbaijan will not be participating in any military action against Iran, because it will be a dangerous precedent for Azerbaijan, because we still have Russia on the north, so while we're using territory to attack Iran, so one day NATO countries will ask Azerbaijan to use its territory for helping Ukraine, for example, to open second front in Ukraine. So we just try to avoid the circumstance that we do not allow using our territory for other military purposes.